So my soul is fighting with the church, you guys. Fighting with the church and blaming the church after they turned around and trashed their property. They are blaming the church. Oh,
being gatekeepers because they feel that I can go to the guys in the church and they've had businesses for 100 years. I'm like, dude, what would you like kiss up behind them or run up behind them? I don't know. I don't know. A large event led to a parking issue. Some community leaders petitioned the city to shut Black down. I do feel alienated. We do feel that we've been unfairly targeted as people. Now, what's unfairly targeted?
so targeted. No, he's on that Facebook, Instagram. He's on it all, you guys. He's over there gaslighting these people, telling lies on these church people, on the pastor, and what really happened at that church. He's sitting up there lying on national TV. Now I'm gonna say this over and over, come to find out the real truth about what's really going on in that parking lot over there at that church where they trash this man property. Just trash it, you guys. Completely trash it. They always say that you can tell how a man run his business by the way you can tell by the way the man run his business, by the way he keep his property. Don't forget, you guys, everywhere they go, they get abatement charges. Allegedly, they get fined because it be so nasty outside of the establishment. So anyway, Martell is fighting with the church. Martell is gaslighting that church, and then he had the nerve to get on national media and pretend like they are the victims. So, my soul is all blasting the church and the pastor and the preacher because they checked him. They embraced him. He lied to us. He said that these people was haters. Then we come to find out the truth that they did embrace him. The man said that he rented the parking space out to Marceau, right? For a small fraction. He even said that he even smaller than what he charged for somebody to use his parking lot. But in return, what they did was they left bottles and everything out there. People had pewed or all over themselves and took the clothes off and left everything in the parking lot. Now, so the church had to get out there and clean this mess up. Okay, let's just see what Raleigh Gardner said. Michael, you are right. We are brothers, and nothing will ever change that. But if you saw the pictures of how the parking lot looked with empty liquid bottles, people puked on their clothes and left their clothes in the parking lot. All the church asked was to clean up the parking lot after the use, and that wasn't done. So that's why the church said we wouldn't allow anyone to use our parking space again because all of that had to be cleaned up Sunday. So the next day, right? People are coming in for church and all these bottles, empty bottles, everywhere, all of the church yard. Don't forget y'all, people be in wheelchairs too now. Has to go through all those broken bottles and puke clothes. So instead of Marceau them to humble themselves, what do? They be an asshole. Okay? So let me just go on through this now. Alrighty. So I'm gonna go on through there. Alright. So so they're on to Michael goes back and forth talking to these people about how they really clean up. They cleaned up most of the stuff. But Michael, let me get this right now. Anyway, so Wallace continue on said, we pour over $30,000 into our community just a couple of months ago. We provide gas, we provide groceries. We are definitely a church in the word, making a difference in the world. I don't sweat comments from people who don't do anything for their community. Now here go Michael. Bruh, my brother definitely has done a lot in the community, and we have the receipts to prove it. Well, we're waiting. We're waiting, Michael. We want to see those receipts. This may be your church, and you are definitely my good friend. So this doesn't pertain to all of its members. Facts are facts, he said. So, still, your people look a bit be mad at how a person who humbles themselves respond after you try and kick them way down. That's Michael trying to make the church feel guilty, you guys, when he was saying that, they did clean up and just going back and forth fussing with the deacon or pastor, whoever this is. Tisha Brown said, your brother hasn't done, Michael Scott, he has done nothing but scam. There are receipts for that too, sir, all over the internet. I know people personally that he scammed. So with that being said, God don't bless no mess. A person who does everything for profit is not a person blessing their community. And I certainly agree. I agree with that, you guys. And so, yeah, this is what kind of people these are. Look at this. They complain about parking lot. He got to buy your own parking lot, he said. Buy your own parking lot. They want them gone, you guys. Gone. Acting like some 5-year-old kindergarten children. That's what Michael act like. Talking back, trying to communicate with an intelligent, real man in the community. And he sounded like he was in the first grade. But this is what Joe Ben says. What you want infringes on others. Your business must consider the neighbor's property. Because the neighbor's property, some of them is attached, especially in the back, to the backyard. You can look out in your backyard and some of the fence it's a fence around there just to cut off black. But the neighbors on the end of that street there, right? Their property connects with the back of black. Okay. Buy your own parking lot and this issue will disappear. Come on now, tell him, brother. Check yourself and your practices, he says. Yeah, check yourself and your practices. They tired of these people, y'all. They so tired of them. And they try to be fair with them, embrace them in the community, but you see what they're doing. They're ungrateful. Check yourself and your practices. Your irrational attitude and position is likely what impacted all the neighbors' decision. You don't own the real estates to properly operate how you like. You don't own the real estate. Okay, here you go. You don't own the real estate to properly operate how you like. Between the car wash, the funeral home, the church. Now, see, they're giving y'all an overview of what it look around there. Between the car wash, right, the funeral home, the church, the Apple House, and your next door neighbors. He's right there in that neighborhood, you guys. They're a nuisance to the neighbors. Those people keep their lawn immaculate. They are immaculate, clean people. So just buy your own property. Buy your own parking lot. And this issue will disappear. Check yourself and your practice, buddy. Your irrational attitude and position is likely what impacted all the neighbors' decision. You don't own that real estate property. You don't own the real estate to properly operate how you like. Between the car wash, the funeral home, the church, Apple House, and your next door neighbor, face it, you fail to keep up your end of the deal. So accept that your best interest to this fact may be in your business best interest to relocate. No matter how you personally feel about the church, you have options. You can relocate. That's what you need to do. So, accept that your best interest to this church, to this fact, may be in your best interest to relocate. They want them gone. They're such a nuisance in the community. Get the hell on. Get out of here. No respect for the neighbors. No, just dirty, just clean. You know, no matter how you personally feel about the church, you have options. Yeah, and we're tired of you. They tired of them, you guys. Y'all see how this man get on national TV and lie on these people? Just lie like they were hating on him when all the time he knew what he had did. Yeah, leaving trash and all out in this people parking lot. Y'all know what kind of it brings rodents, it brings animals, it brings squirrels, all that stuff left out in that parking lot is a breeding ground for animals to come feed on you guys. Y'all, let me tell you something. It is just really overall, these people are not professional, y'all. So remember now, just how you handle the exterior of your property, like I see the condition that black be in, like the condition of their last business establishment or their house where they had to get an abatement charges. They had to keep on getting fines over and over and over for dirty and filthiness. So y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't know that they had been all everywhere they go, any place they own. Allegedly, they get fined for being nasty outside on the exterior. So how you keep your exterior property is a reflection of how well you manage your business, y'all. So just think that if I'm a consumer, right? I don't want to go. I would not go into that establishment if it's dirty, y'all. If it's messy, if the parking lot is unsafe. Remember that grease? I looked up that grease trap hole just was open and unsafe, so the health department had to close them down, and they blamed it on the millimeters, y'all know, right? But anyway, unsafe parking lot. Yeah, unsafe parking lot, and this is what's going on. Oh Lord, y'all. These people are so unprofessional. They don't care about anybody. The liability that they left out there in that church, the liability of those bottles out there in whatever they got all out there in that parking lot was a liability. People can slip and fall, y'all. Reserve it can if they slip and fall out there over them bottles, it can result in injury claims against their business. This is what they putting these people in jeopardy, or even people hurting themselves in their parking lot because of something that the Scots have did, because they didn't bother to sweep or maintain a safe place, clean parking lot after they had used it. what they doing. These broken bottles can invite injury to people. Slips and falls, resorting to claims of injury against their business. No, a dirty lot is what they do. Their lot be dirty across the street now. A dirty lot. In that neighborhood, they keep their places immaculate and clean, you guys. A dirty lot littered with tip over trash cans. Food scrapes can attract insects, bigger animals such as squirrels and rodents. This can even cause greater concern or health hazard for visitors. So, y'all, this property is this business that these people call a self-operate just blow my mind. Just when you don't think it could get worse with these people. Y'all, some of that stuff that Michael wrote, calling people, calling the church people dumb. It was just so arrogant. And my soul get on there and always gaslighting the deacons and the church people over there after he done did them wrong. Hey everybody, this is that statement for Kyle. Let's see how all this, see what happened between he and Stormy relationship that led to court, you guys. Hey everyone, hope all is well. I wanted to take a few moments to share something that has been on my mind. I'm heartbroken to share the news that I am no longer working with Stormy Steele as Campus Chief Operational Officer. Stormy sent me a termination notice on Friday, July the 26th, stating I was terminated as of Monday, July the 22nd. Let me explain or skip ahead or something, he said. Skip to slide 6 for the summary of where things stand. Over the 18 months, I've been working with Stormy. Oh my. Founder and CEO of Canvas Beauty on rebuilding the legacy of the company. When we started working together, we began marketing body glaze to the world, marking the start of a roller coaster ride of business with many ups and many downs. The challenges was extremely difficult. Turned around a business in debt that was losing monthly and that had hundreds of unfulfilled orders from 2 months back. Now, let's go on over here. Now, what he did do was he said she forced him out of termination. That's what he said, that he was forced out of termination. So now he has her in court. Kyle has her in court right now, you guys, right? He has, of course, he filed. So Stormy, she went and filed a motion to dismiss after Kyle filed. But the problem is, Kyle filed in federal. He filed in federal courts, you guys, right? So, what do you notice? Notice of dismissal. Seems like Stormy got her own thing going on. She done changed her. When did she change, y'all? She changed the name. Oh my gosh, she changed the name. But anyway, it's Canvas Fulfillment LLC versus Kyle Ivanka. Kyle is the defendant. Notice of dismissal, pursuit and pursuit to Rules 41 of the Alabama Rules of Civil Procedure. Plaintiffs, Canvas Fulfillment, you guys. of LLC, a Canvas, files the notice of dismissal of this action without prejudice. Currently pending in the Northern District of Alabama is a separate. Now check this out now. Stormy didn't do her homework, or else Stormy didn't tell this lawyer that Cal had already filed. So I don't know. But anyway, it said currently pending in the northern state of Alabama, District of Alabama, is a separate federal court lawsuit. Right. A federal lawsuit initiated by Cal Ivanko, in which Canvas intend to prosecute its claim. So her hands not clean, you guys. Why is this woman she changed the name of a company, and then she just put out some kind of special breaking news that that this fulfillment company, Camis Fulfillment Company, is strictly owned by her and her husband, but she want them to dismiss this case. Oh wow, you guys! And just when you love and marriage Huntsville, you guys. You got Martell been to court this month. Martell convicted for domestic violence harassment. Y'all know what he was convicted for. And then you got Destiny. Got 3 or 4 mugs shot these few months. In and out of court. Martell in and out of court. Now you already know Stormy stay in court and Scott stay in court. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with criminal minded people. We're not dealing with black excellence. It don't matter. You still can be a criminal and call yourself a business person. So let's just see what happened next. So Kyle not gonna take this land down, you guys. Kyle is very intelligent. But Stormy, you should know too, and your lawyer should know that the state can't overpower the federal. So that's just all to it. The state cannot overpower the federal. Federal have power over the state courts, you guys. But anyway, he said legal update. The bogus lawsuit filed against me in retaliation and to intimidate me is being dismissed. Yeah, it was granted. That motion was granted. Yeah, they throw that girl case out. It's bogus. You already knew that this man filed first, so I don't know why you didn't file for a counterclaim. I'm not a legal person, but you certainly just wanted him to go away and leave you alone. You wanted the court to say that it was dismissed. You were ready to come back and boast to us about this case was dismissed. Anyway, the same one that had a process server pounding on my door just before 10 p.m. Wow. 3 nights in a row now. First 2 nights leaving before I had an opportunity to open the door. So yeah, she said that the process service came back. I'll take some time. It'll take some time, but I'm actually very much looking forward to my day in court. So he's looking forward to his day in court because it goes on. It goes on. The court procedure goes on. Stormy trying to block it. Stormy trying to stop it. But Stormy, I don't know what is the intimate details behind what's going on between Stormy and this guy and what kind of business deal they made. But it's documented on TV that you said this man came in and you made him a co-partner. So I don't know what kind of documents he got, but Stormy, It's not looking good for you. If I were you, I would communicate with Kyle and see if I can settle something. Because sometimes you guys, y'all do know, they can, sometimes the judge will order triple damages or double damages, and also the judge will order you to pay the court costs too. So if I was Stormy, I would get with this man. Now look, uh I read somewhere where Kyle had said initially that she had did it behind her husband's back, made him co-owner of the company, and he's supposed to get 30%. So, you know, I'm sure her and her husband, Storm and her husband, had a lot of fussing to do. So what she do? She panicked. She have changed the name to something different, you guys. She has so many different names because she don't be doing right. Let me read it one more time. Legal update. The bogus lawsuit filed against me in retaliation and to intimidate me is being dismissed. Especially intimidation, retaliation, bullying for someone to help you out. That's just not right. This man came in and saved you and brought you right back on up to be a multi-millionaire. So anyway, the same one that had a process service pounding on my door before 10 p.m. in the evening, 3 nights in a row. Yes. First 2 nights leaving before I had an opportunity to open the door. But Stormy, they threw your case out. Kyle case goes on. So we can say Kyle got the first win. That he goes on. And Stormy gonna have to go to court. Stormy gonna have to face him. She's gonna have to answer this.